get it twisted. But I've stepped back out of my social life, and then I'm like, I've calmed down with my drinking. I've calmed down with things, and I'm just like, I can't fucking stand you people. How did I hang out with you for how many years? Like,
You know what?
you're
Sure.
in
I
that
think
little
I'm going to keep
world.
you away from Buff. I've made that decision at this point. In this, I'm keeping you away from him.
Wait. Do you live in Florida or Georgia?
Georgia.
Oh no,
Still 6 hours.
dude, I don't know. I'm trying to. One
That's
thing I
okay.
have to ask you, dude. Last time you were in here, and we just touched on it, but listen. I marked out for it. When you showed up on Gigolos, dude, I was like, "Holy shit, that's Buff Bagwell."
Wait,
I'm
wait, wait,
like, "What the fuck?"
Gigolo. Wait. The
How does it
show?
How does it happen? And number two, was it a work or were you really gigoloing?
You were a
It's
gigolo?
a shoot. It's a shoot.
Wow.
I work for a company called Cowboys for Angels, and I
Yeah.
was married at the time. I was married, so TMZ. I was trying to. I mean, I was married and thinking and trying to make money. Me and my wife were broke. I needed money, so I got this company called me up, Gigolos, and they paid me $25,000 to go on this show. I needed the money, so I went on it. But the actual company is called Cowboys, the number four Angels, and you could hire me for a date. You could hire me for a week, or you could hire me for a month.
So it
And it
was
was a
basically your
crazy.
generation's OnlyFans, basically.
Absolutely, you're exactly right,
It was
and
your
that's exactly
generation's
what it was.
OnlyFans. It was basically
Yes,
OnlyFans nowadays.
yeah. So TMZ's doing my story, and I'm trying to. He goes, "How can you be married and be a gigolo?" And I'm trying to explain it like I go, "Look, Showtime. It's like a movie." I said, like when Tom Cruise, has sex with somebody on a movie. It's a movie. It's not real. And so Showtime calls me up and goes, "Look, Bagwell, you can't tell people it's not real. Are you kidding?" So I couldn't do that anymore. I was trying to protect the right of I'm married, and a person may hire me to go on a date. They may hire me to go to a movie. It don't say anywhere you got to have sex. It's not a contract saying you got to have sex. They were hiring me for a date. They were hiring me to take me to a. I went to Paris with a guy and chick that was for $15,000 for 3 days. So
Nice.
Hell yeah.
we just hung out. We just hung out. So it was just a crazy time. It happened. Anything I've ever done in life, I don't, it doesn't like, I'm not like, I wish I could do that over. I would never
You
say I
don't
didn't want to
regret
do that.
it.
There you go. That's the word I was looking for. I don't regret it at all. I did it, and I made the decision, and we did it. So, but at the time of making that decision, it was swayed a little bit because of my financial situation, but at the same time, it's one that I just don't regret. It happened, and it saved my house at the time. It paid the bills, and it paid the way. So it worked, and for that time period, it filled the void of what I needed. So
Very,
I'm going to
very
call you
cool.
Richard Gere from now on. He is now officially Richard Gere.
I
Buff
love
gear.
Richard Gere.
I ain't that young. I know.
Yes, officer and a
You're
gentleman.
my Richard Gere. You got the salt and pepper going on too.
Yes.
Buff, I gotta make sure she doesn't find where you live, man. We're gonna have problems.
Well, okay. One. I'm gonna ask.
Go ahead.
What is the one thing you're the most proud of?
The one thing I'm most proud of,
Mm-hmm.
um, well, that's a tough one, but I
I
mean,
know
in
it's
the
my favorite
business,
question to ask people because I'm the softie. I'm the sentimental one.
in
I'm
professional
a perk
wrestling, it's
too, but
easy. In professional wrestling, it's easy. To my knowledge, I am one of only two pro wrestlers in the history of pro wrestling to have more than five or more world tag team titles with 4 different people. It's me and Ricky Steamboat, and that's it. That's a pretty good tight knit group that have multiple tag teams with 4 different people. So that's the most proud thing I am. That one thing alone should be enough
Well,
to get in
that's
the WWE Hall of Fame.
career-wise. That's career-wise.
In real life, I would say my sobriety. I'd say this 14 months
I was
is probably the proudest thing
praying
that
you were
I've
going
had.
to say that. I was like, I feel
Yeah.
he's going to be so proud of his sobriety.
Oh, absolutely. This
really,
14
really thought
months,
that.
I was really ready to get sober. So I'd be lying to say it's hard. It was hard. It wasn't that it was hard. It just took a lot of time to really focus in on really what I was doing it for. But when I really got to Black Bear and I just really took it in, it just really went. It was just all meant to be. I think it had a lot to do with my age. You know, I'm 53 years old, man. It was just time just to
like I
focus.
said, you're like a good bottle of wine. Can you stop throwing your age out there like that? I will catch it up.
I love it.
I like
I don't know,
seasoning my
Buffy.
food. I love salt and pepper. Just saying.
Buff, I gotta tell you, you should be very proud of the man that you are and what you've accomplished. It was no small feat. You got tons to be proud of. I'm a huge fan. You've always been a gentleman.
He's been talking about you all week to me, like all week.
Because he's a good
like,
guy.
Jesus
I
Christ.
appreciate it.
He's a
He's
good man.
oh my god, I can't wait for you to meet him. I'm like, okay, I gotta Google him. I don't know these. I don't know everyone. I gotta Google him.
I was kind of
That's
hoping.
okay.
I was
No,
love him. He loves you, and he was making me love you. And now I saw you, and I was like,
I love it.
All
That's
right, Buff,
great.
I want to thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
I'm hoping to the best. Are you going to any conventions soon? Are you going to be around? What do you got going on?
What I'm really doing right now is I'm really excited about doing recovery talks. I'm doing a recovery talk this weekend at in Huntington, Tennessee, and it's a big deal. It's called Rally for Recovery, and I'm really switching my whole gear to, to doing recovery speeches because there's just so many. It's just really so many people out there that don't know how to get sober, and I've been very lucky to do so with work and luck, but at the same time I want to share what I've learned on getting clean, and so I'm doing one this weekend in Tennessee, and I just really want to start doing it more and more often. But the signings, I was just at New York Comic Con. I'm in New York again at the end of the month. But if you go to marcusbuffbagwell.com, that's my website. You can go to all my social media stuff in there. My email address is marcusbuffbagwell@gmail. And that's how you can get bookings or get me for bookings and things. So I stay real busy with signings and bookings and just with cameos. I stay real busy with cameos and I just stay busy being, just being honest and sober. And I love it.
Well,
listen, if your girlfriend drops the ball, I'll switch to sparkling apple cider or whatever. I don't care.
well,
I like it. I like
here's my concern. Are you coming to the big event in New York? Do you know on November 11th? Do you know if you're coming to that event?
No, I'm not.
All right. Well, for the first
why are you
time,
gonna
I'll say
crush my
thank
dreams
God
like
because
Right.
I don't know what I'd have to do, man.
I love it.
You
I love
say
it.
it.
Buff, want to thank you again.
need to
God
come.
bless. Wishing you the best. Hope to talk to you soon. And, the one thing I'll always remember is when you were in studio with the great Del Wilkes, there's that connection that, he passed shortly after that. So
Yeah.
I always, when I think about you, I think about Del and I think about that interview we did together. So God bless you.
You too. You guys have a wonderful night. It was love talking to you guys. I love it so much. Y'all
Be
take
well,
care.
brother. All right.